Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? So, you're probably wondering why my my stream started at 7:30 and then 7 o'clock. Well, let me tell you, I had one heck of a sugar crash, man. It was downright terrible. It's not great at all. I basically had to pass out. Woke up just to relax for a little bit, only to realize it was already 7 o'clock. So rather than start immediately, I decided to prepare some things prior. But anyway, my name is Stellian. And today, I figured we'd go ahead and get back into some art. I hope you've had a wonderful week. And you might also be wondering, why didn't you stream On Guard? You said you were going to do it. I know, I'm sorry. I'm disappointing my fans yet again. Well, you see, the problem was that my roommate has one heck of a time sleeping sometimes. And he had a lot of stressful stuff going on. And rather than start trying to stream while he is trying to sleep, I went ahead and just decided not to stream that day. I know, I'm a pretty good guy. I'm pretty nice. So anyway, we're going to start with some just basic drawing practice, and then we're going to do some anatomy. I'm going to try at least one or two poses and see how well it goes. I, at the very least, want to work on some arm stuff because I plan on making a subclass for Barbarian for my friend, and I will need to know how to draw some stuff so that he can get the point across, because English is not his best language. But with some visuals, it should definitely help. Anyway, my name is Delian, and welcome back to a drawing stream. I'm all over the place. And it's because I'm stressed, because I have to listen out for a delivery, man, for a delivery I was not expecting to receive. A friend of mine decided, hey, now's the best time for me to order a pizza. Let it be known I already had all my dinner plans planned out, but I guess I'm eating pizza. I have interesting friends, to say the least. And of course, there's more context to it. But, you know, communication is not our strongest suit here. But it's okay, I'm not very good at communicating either. So, in case you're curious if you were the only one with a gaggle of weirdos for friends, don't worry, I'm right there with you. I'm sure I'm just as weird as the lot of them. Oh boy. This is gonna be difficult and a long night, I'm thinking. Stretch a little bit. These lines are already not looking great. They looked better earlier, actually. I gotta show you. They weren't too bad. Especially these lines. I like these ones. Like, relatively straight. These weren't too bad either. But yeah, we're gonna be playing around with some perspective today. Learning how to do that. And then we're gonna try to draw some poses off of Pose Maniac. Have you ever seen that? It's a website that lets you see different poses, and then you can use those poses to then try to practice drawing, which is really cool. So I really like that. So that's my plan, is to use that so I can eventually make my characters come to life and stuff. So that'll be cool. For now, I hope you've been having a wonderful night. I will try to keep it a little bit more lo-fi as for now. Enjoy that glorious rain. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn it up for y'all, just so you can enjoy that wonderful sounds of rain and vinyl scratching. And you know what? How about I add in a little bit of thunder? Whoa. What's that? Make you feel nice and welcome. You know, rather than having a ton of and now I feel like I need to turn it down because the thunder got a little loud. There we go. Right in between. Yeah, my sugar's been all over the place, and I've just been really tired. So, I figured I normally relax during these streams anyway. And, I wish it was easier for me to just pick up the pen, you know? I want to be able to practice more, but every time I go to practice more, I'm like, what's the point? I'm not going to get better. And that voice of self-doubt just keeps cropping up. Every time I got to tell it, no, you're going to get better. Your stuff's going to start looking good. People are going to like your work. You're going to like your work. And to be honest, I like some of my work. I think it comes out pretty well. I think it works. And I guess I really should start talking about why you even want to draw, you know? Sometimes you just got to remind yourself why you're doing something, because that burst of motivation that you have to do something will quickly fade away. I figured it's important to talk about why do I even have this motivation in the first place? What was the birthplace of it? Well, to tell you the truth, some days I just feel like I could quit. Stop drawing. So in case any of you out there were like, oh, it's just... Wondering if there's some people out there that are like, it's just the movies where they know what they want to do since birth, practically. They were born with a baseball in their hand, destined to be the best pitcher. They were born with dumbbells, ready to be the greatest strongman this world has ever seen. Paintbrush, meant to rival Leonardo. And I suddenly realized I'm not like that at all. When it came to any of these activities, although it was fun for the short burst, as soon as it came to trying to get better at something, I quickly faded away. All that motivation, all that want to do it. You know, and I start cropping up that self-doubt a lot of us have, especially when we were kids, you know. I'm telling you, I had a lot of naysayers. A lot of people who just didn't care, or just like whenever they did decide to give their input, their 2 cents, it was just disheartening. Because they all would just be like, you don't seem like the type of person that would want to do that. You don't sound very enthused, or I don't see you doing that. I suddenly realized a lot of people are like that. They're downtrodden on others, and I really do wonder what kind of turned us into those types of creatures. What turned us into individuals that just feel the want to be disheartening towards others. To have this feeling of, oh, you know what, time to just say that you can't do this thing, they can't do this thing. And the only reply to that I have to that is that hardly anybody knows me. I don't even know me, so the fact that they want to walk around saying that they know me, regardless of who they are, friend, family, yourself, I just really want people to challenge that idea of themselves. To be like, oh, I can't do this. This is part of my code to not do this. I'm going to tell you, I never thought of myself as a drawer. At one point in my life, the only thing I could draw was Spider-Man. And I would draw a one pose way that like I saw online or something. Be the one way to do it. Just one of these. Of course, it looked a lot better. Now it's looking more like his ice pop. But yeah. You know, just be that for the rest of my life. And I just look at those things and I think back to myself wondering, why am I doing this? And I know it's sounding a little ramble-ish, but it's my stream. I get to do what I want, right? The reason that I'm doing this, I guess I don't know. You know, I could say it's to make my D&D items come to life. By the way, we'll talk about that in a minute. Or maybe I want to make actual animations or comics. Or maybe I want to make a bunch of furry stuff, make a ton of money. Or it's pretty lucrative. At the end of the day, none of these thoughts are enough to like burn deep within my soul. And I think I know that can't be the entire reason though, because I know that motivation fades. That that passion that I have, those passionate moments, I realize that they go away within a day or two. I mean, I bought a like $200 keyboard, bought a 200 music course, and I still haven't made a song. I said I was gonna make one before I died. Still haven't made one. And of course, I don't think I'm gonna die anytime soon, but you know, it's very worrisome. You start to worry a little bit. Wondering if you'll be able to do what you want to do. Who knows, maybe I'll get around to it eventually. Spent over $1,000, $2,000 on singing lessons, and to be honest, I'm only slightly better from what I started. I only sound slightly better. It's not great. I bought a $200 art course that I've barely even touched, and I start to just think to myself, am I just destined to be this way? Am I destined to be this individual that just doesn't do anything? Because I kept listening to that short burst feeling of, oh hey, maybe you want to do this, maybe you want to do that. And I would listen to that for a short while, and doing so led me astray. Led me down these wild roads where I just ended up losing a lot of money. So at some point, I've just got to turn to myself and say, hey, it's okay that you feel this way. A lot of people do. Have these feelings that just go away for a while. But I wouldn't. You know what? I take pretty good care of myself. I get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. I drink plenty of water. As a matter of fact, I'll drink some right now. I am very human. I'm proving it. I drink water. Learning to relax a little bit from time to time. And I eat overall pretty healthy. And I exercise almost every day. I'm going to live for a pretty good time. I can feel it. And as much as it's going to hurt my brain later on, it's going to be harder to learn things and obtain knowledge, I'm pretty sure that the amount of time and effort that I'm putting in now will be recognized. And just concentrate on one thing for now. Who knows, maybe drawing won't be my thing. I'm doing it now though. Messing around. Doodling. Just get out there and try, I think is my main message. Because as long as you are able to get food on the table, it doesn't really matter what you're doing, does it? So, for anyone that is out there that might be listening to this, I hope that reaches you. Because I definitely needed to reach me. I don't know what this is. I wanted it to like be a frog's mouth. I guess, let's make it a duck. A duck with a really messed up beak. There you go. Some tired, exasperated, angry duck. Oh no, he's angry. Oh gosh. Look at him, he's so mad. He's delirious. It's because he's tired. He's asleep. And do a little bit of just scroll on the page, relax the old forearm muscles. I'm massaging them right now. Ooh, massaging. Get all through. Again, I'm probably going to have to take a break around 8 o'clock because, again, got that pizza I'm going to have to pick up. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Well, again, I'll just, I'll do something like this where I'll just throw up the intermission sign or something. Because I could do that, so. That's not bad. Which, by the way, I might start using a free one that you can get off Stream Elements. It won't be as on theme, but I'll see if I can find a overlay that's on theme somewhat with who I am and what I do. But a lot of them are really flashy, or just don't really fit the vibe, or for like World of Warcraft. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do there. Anyway, get those cubes. Let's get these cubes on the road, eh? Sorry, I'm muting a lot because I've got to readjust my my mic a lot depending on where I'm going. All right, so I'm thinking I'm gonna try to make a really long rectangle flowing into the cube. So we're gonna do this. And we're gonna try to make it, because I've got to do like perspective stuff, you know. Oh god. Zoom in a little bit. Stakes are not as apparent. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh, those proportions are quite extreme, aren't they? You see, I see it visually in my head what I want, but I just am not quite ready to make that item, you know? It's just, just doesn't pan out, does it? You're probably wondering what I'm doing here and wondering why I'm trying to make these items. Well, you see, the reason I'm trying to make these items is because I try to make anatomy, and anatomy requires you to have some knowledge of perspective. As we know, one moment, I'll even show you an example. Where's the... There you go. This example. There you go. You can see this lovely guy. We're going to try to draw him. As we can tell, obviously, the fist is not as big as the head, but due to the perspective that we have, it's going to be relatively the same size of it. So that's pretty cool. So that's something that we're going to have to do. Also, doesn't he look lovely? The little lips. Which one would you give him a little kiss? Mwah. Oh, that's mortifying. We're going to be using that as reference. That's going to be one of the things we're going to draw, because I need to learn how to draw a fist. I'm going to try drawing his arm a few times. Then after that, I'm going to try to do a full body. I feel like at that point, it won't be too bad. Next, we're going to go ahead and try to draw a cylinder. I'm already stressing out. I don't like it because if I can feel my muscles tense up a bit, and I'm like, oh no, what are you gonna do? Like, I don't know. I'm panicking. Here comes the magic. See, it's a little bit of perspective, a little bit. I shrunk it down a little bit, as it needs to, because it's nearing one area. Again, it feels like I'm trying to like say what I'm doing in hopes that it helps it solidify more. And who knows, maybe some partisan chat sees it, they can point and wag their finger at me. They're like, actually, that's not how you do that at all, and what you're doing looks a little ridiculous. Which, admittedly, is very possible. I feel kind of curious. I want to do this. I just want to see what happens. What happens if I try to make it look like there's a cylinder in this? And then... oh, yeah, it kind of works. Kind of looks like it's on something. Perspective's a bit off, but hey, overall, not too bad. That was kind of fun. Again, my line weight is terrible. Oh, I need to get better at that. Let's draw a few lines. A few straight lines on top of each other. See if we can... I promise I'm good at drawing. Please don't ban me. No. Feels like every time I try to learn a new skill, I just run into a wall. And some days I want to use the excuse that, like, I've got some low IQ or something, but I know that's not true. You know, I'm just, get stressed easily. Back when I was younger, I used to be the, one of the quote-unquote gifted kids. One of the kids who just kind of knew where stuff was, knew how to put two and two together pretty easily. But, as of late, I cannot do that. It's not as magical as I used to be. Ooh. Really hope the individual rings my doorbell. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and I can't currently hear the noises from Spirit City because I just normally what I do, I listen to that, but I've got to like really listen out for the door because I don't know why, but for some reason people don't know how to ring my doorbell, and they'll be like, I tried to ring your doorbell, and I like literally walk up and I'm just like, bloom. I don't know. It feels strange. It feels like maybe I'm just crazy, but sometimes things like that happen and I'm like, what are you talking about? You couldn't ring my doorbell. Like, it just didn't work. Just stretching it. That's good. Alright, what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and make a new screen. Additionally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this guy. If I say hello to our lovely guy. Alright, and now what we're going to do is we're going to try to make a nice screenshot of them. Now, if I had 3.0, which I very well might get Clip Studio 3.0, I could export this to it. But as it is right now, I don't have that. Alright, I think we'll try different angles, why not? We'll do something. This looks like this would probably be the most simple. We'll try this. Snipping tool. Perfect. I'm going to paste. Excellent. And now what we're going to do is we'll put this over here. And then we're going to zoom in onto him. Perfect. Now we're going to go over here. And if you have any tips or tricks, just be sure to let me know. Because I'm kind of going in blind here. Just going off of my best intuition. So first things first is I want to go ahead and mark up where the joints are. That's where all the joints are currently. The major joints that we're going to be involved with. And I'll probably make a full one. And honestly, I'm probably just going to do this first arm for this first bit, but I do... Yep, I'm going to ignore that for now. Anyway, next. Yeah, we're going to ignore the line weight for the most part. But yeah, I'm going to use these images and try to modify them to look better for my friend. Oh, I almost... Is that the same color? Oh, did a pretty decent job of clicking the right color, didn't I? Alright, rock on. Didn't mean to. Close enough, I guess. That one is slightly different. Slightly more green, I think. Anyway. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to try to draw cylinders. And these cylinders are going to coincide with the arm. I'm not sure. I'm a big fan of red here. We're going to use pink because he's red. Actually, is that where his... Because it's kind of more like here, right? That's okay. We'll just edit it right quick. Right now we're kind of doing like a semi-trace job. Try to get everything together and actually... Not a big fan of how... And actually... It's forefront. It's hard for me to tell how exactly to do this. Maybe I was right. Yeah, we'll use this for now. So, like, when the pizza man says it'll be ready at 8, does it mean it'll be cooked at 8? Be delivered at 8? I don't know. And also, I'm partially worried that the place that my friend ordered it from doesn't deliver. I'm pretty sure they don't. But, you know, maybe they do. But if they don't, I'm going to have to go pick it up. In which case, I will apologize, but I will just inevitably end the stream. Because it'll be 30 minutes before I even get back. But, you know, who knows. Let's do this for him. But this one's just kind of it's kind of like lined up in it. So it's not really much of a, not much of a cylinder at all, is it? What's going on? Like, this is just what this pencil does. Weird. It's like bleeding. You see that? I mean, it's cool, but I don't know why it's doing that. Strange. Alright. Yeah, anyway. Let's keep it going. And now we're going to do green for the main. This one still has some curvature, but it's a lot less. It's a lot thicker too. I'm really not sure if I'm doing this correctly. I think I'm doing it correctly. So we can double check by removing the skeleton in a minute. And again, this one's, albeit slightly tilted. We'll curve it on the bottom a little bit, but to be honest, it's really not much. Not really much perspective to be had on these ones. And again, I'm going to be doing just the one arm first, but kind of looks like it. Okay. Not bad. Lastly, we'll go ahead and blue, deep blue. Deepest, bluest. I probably need to rewatch the tutorial, but I'm kind of just freeballing it here. Just kind of like blocking it out. You know, seeing what's up, seeing what sticks. Let's take a look. Terrible? Not terrible at all. Okay, I can get behind this. Not bad. Alright, now that we've done that, now we're going to go ahead and go over here. We're going to try to make this same wireframe again. Yeah, well, it comes out. Could try to have my window open, but I don't know. I'm just praying that the delivery guy knows how to use a doorbell. And I don't mean to be that like as insulting, but it feels like every single person that has said that my doorbell didn't work, I know is a liar because it worked. Because I literally would ring it not even 2 minutes later. I think they don't. I mean, you just have to push it in a little bit more than normal ones, but not like you have to like hammer it in. You just gotta give it a nice firm ding ding, you know? Oh, that's weird. Anyway. Let's go back to it. Can I just steal from over here? I can. Yoink. Well, yeah, so we're just trying to do this first, so actually, let's do that. Just do that first. So we've got this here, and then this one is a little higher up, a little bit of space in between, and then this one is a little bit farther out, just a little bit. Next we're going to connect them all. Of course, it doesn't have to be one-to-one, but more one-to-one, the better. I'm checking my phone as often as possible. You also got me a pizza with no cheese. I am really worried. Anyway, I'm sure everything will turn out just fine. Okay, again, there's going to be a slight curve to it. It's nice and thick. Because it is. And it is slightly smaller because it's further away, so we're actually going to zoom in a little bit. I think that's okay for me to make more mistakes. There you go, it's a little smaller. Can I smart select that? Oh boy. Gonna do a little magic here. Could try redrawing it, but I could also just not. I could just slide it down a little bit. Perfect. Okay. Come back to this. I know I don't have to be too meticulous on details later on, but as it is, since I'm drawing just a forearm, I kind of want to be as detailed as possible for all parts of it. Once you start going full body, you can be a little less detailed. And of course, we're trying to be accurate for accurate's sake. Right. Yeah, hope you're doing alright tonight. This insanity was brought to you by Dillian. His mind is slowly leaking, but we're enjoying his content nonetheless. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like my name just sounds like something you'd give to your elderly grandparents. You gotta help them calm their mind during the day. A little shot of Delian just to get through the day, you know? Make sure your grandparents take their Delian. Wonder what that medication would do. Would it calm the mind? Calm the nerves? Yeah, who knows? Again, since this is the forearm, it is smaller, but it's not as small due to the perspective. And again, it's not to be super exact, but I'm also practicing drawing circles. Okay, and it actually, it's a bit shorter due to the wrist. So I do have to kind of realize that. So actually, yeah, we're going to redraw that. Try to make it a bit smaller. It's not going to be too terribly small because it is closer to the screen, but it is smaller due to what it is. Yeah, it doesn't have to be exact. I'm not saying that just to you, I'm saying it to others. Is that too small? I feel like for the size I'm doing it is. Which means also the wrist is a bit too small. Got it. Dude, ovals are gonna be the death of me. They're gonna kill me. Just get rid of the whole thing. You don't need it. You don't need it. I learned to cut myself some slack. I'll be alright. One step at a time. So again, you know, can't rely on that fickle thing called desire all the time. That burst of adrenaline that you get, that feeling of, oh, you know, I can do it, and then suddenly you can't after you've had to redraw an oval over 10 times. I hate this thing. Does this guy even need a forearm? You know, I can do without a forearm, right? Forearms aren't useful. Work with that for now. How will I ever fix it? Give me one moment, since it is a little bit past 9. Or 8. I'm gonna check, see if they are, if it's around outside or not. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Everything should be good. I mean, I just tested the doorbell too, so that should be good too. Being a little worrisome. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the smooth sound of rain. Struggle to do this. I wonder what it would have been like if I went to art school. I heard it's very painful. Very arduous. I heard it click. Sorry, pizza's here. I'll be back. Yep. Just had to message my friend. Alright, pizza's here. That's nice. It was for my roommate's birthday, so he's not even here. So it's just gonna sit there. I mean, I'll have a slice. I, I, my friends are weird. Anyway. 3 pizzas for 2 people. This woman is trying to kill us. Anyway. So I'm gonna be murdered by food. Yeah. No, mean, it's mostly for him anyway. If I was gonna order, I was gonna order gluten-free. Funny enough, it looked like the pizzas. It's strange. I don't know. Nothing much to talk about. Just learning to let go and get better at our day. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here for question my friend's strange habits. We were actually going to go there next Sunday, funny enough, to celebrate his birthday, but my friend took it upon themselves to order. Let's see. Okay. We should do like rough block right now. Nice little rough block. Yeah, I'm sure there's a better way for me to do this. It's just right now. Kind of just doing a rough sketch, the blocks and whatnot. Okay. Some quick edits I can do to this. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. Actually, I kind of want to just redo the whole thing. Cancel. We're gonna select more of it. First off, we're going to shrink it. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna erase it and redo it. Because you can see it's longer on the other end, and it looks like it's pointing down rather than out. So I've got to try to redo that. Okay, let me see. Okay. There we go. Okay. Cool doorbell work too, by the way. Well, there's a reason that we practice, right? Not liking what came out so far. Capacity of that. Let's give me my black. Not what I wanted to do. Alright, got that. Actually, these are muscles. Okay, we're gonna follow the ridge of the muscle, the outside muscle, but I'm not gonna feel like this is looking to be a little bit of a problem, but it's okay. I'm thinking that I'll probably have to remove that, but for now. the bicep. Let me go ahead. There we go. Bam. No, a little bit. That was a little too aggressive. And okay, not bad. Not bad. All right. Redo this line a little bit. All right. There we go. Land that for a minute. You know, this dips in a little bit. Maybe I should have done a person with skin. Thinking that now. Maybe I should have. Who knows? Anyway, let's keep it going. Okay, now we're going to try to do fingers. And this is almost never panning out well. This one's up close around here. Need to put the knuckle. The knuckles, yeah, knuckle goes down the middle. I am not a fan of this. Okay, so let's take a look. Comparison shot. See what's up. All right, first off, this finger's a little too fat, and this one's a little too skinny. So what we need to do is we need to bring this here. And this one's still too large, but that's because we're going to do this right up to the middle of it. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's not well I wanted it to turn out, but it turned out. Some slight modifications here and there. Change up things. Hopefully it helps. But really, your hands are always hard for people to do. I know that much. If I can look at my own fists like that. Kind of difficult, but I can get there. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I should draw knuckles. Maybe I should take a class on it. Look it up. See how to do it. How to draw a fist. I've been able to do it the other way, but as soon as you start inviting knuckles into the mix, nope. The fingernail's bothering me. Alright. Well, not terrible overall. I don't think it was too bad. Not bad, right? Yeah, from this distance, it doesn't look too bad. Okay. I'll look up how to draw a fist sometime in the future, but for now, I don't want to do that midstream. I'm gonna just comparison the whole thing. And actually, what I'm gonna do. Let's do this. I'm gonna copy that. Bring it over here. Bring it up to. Paste this, and then we're gonna lower the opacity. Do this. I'm gonna try to overlay it and see what's up. See how far we get. Maybe a little less, a little smaller the selection screen I chose. Alright, so the biggest thing I did, and admittedly shading would help a lot with this, but so in order for me to kind of match it, there's no object to transform. There literally is right there. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. Accidentally created a layer. You've seen a lot of what I messed up here. Okay. I'm actually going to try tracing it just to see how that turns out. Just because I'm curious. Of course, I think tracing is a more than viable option to use for whenever you're stuck on something and you're trying to ascertain how to draw things. I'm not using it as the final product for anything. But what I am doing is I'm using it as a tool to help practice and help understand where I messed up and where things could be better. Because I can. Something on that layer. You can see it's a lot better. Okay. So, in comparison to what I did last time, and honestly, it wasn't bad except for the hand, and even then, the hands are just hard without shading. It's kind of hard to tell that that's what that's supposed to be, I mean, look at that thing. It looks off, so I definitely think I want to take a tutorial on how to draw hands. That'll definitely help me. Overall, the forearm was okay, and the upper arm was okay. Overall, not too bad. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try again. But this time, what I'm gonna do is I am going to bring over this layer. Bring over this one. You can see it's a lot more accurate as to what we will be working with. And we know it's kind of like in the middle of the screen. My entire house smells of pizza now. Pizza that which I cannot eat for the next 2.5 hours. Check my messages, see if anything happened. There we go. Okay. So, bruh, get off this layer. Get out of here, layer. I don't like this layer at all. This layer. I can't see. Oh, that's fine. It's that layer. Wait, yeah. So that's the time. Okay. But now using this as reference. Now what we can do is we're gonna up the opacity. What we're looking at, just enough. Perfect. Okay. Next, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to make it again. Yeah, I think next time I'm also gonna try to do this. And honestly, again, I'm pretty sure there's like fat here and stuff that would make it so this isn't a thing, but that's my fault for getting the wrong model, as it were. Just that bit. Good point. Yep. It's around the right point. Just because I like putting the muscle there for fun. Okay. Again, there'd be things that make this a bit smoother. Transition. Okay, this line actually, redraw this. I see it. See it with my mind's eye. Realized I was like intermittently touching my mouse, which would have definitely thrown off what I was doing. Okay, there we go. Better. And there we go. I don't like how I'm trying to connect to a made-up line. This line doesn't exist. There we go. There we go. All right. Let us see. Okay. is this? So on to other news. I was playing a game called Tavern Talk as of recently. It's less of a game so much as like a visual novel. I enjoy it. I think it's pretty nice. But overall, it's you play as an innkeeper, and your job for these individuals, of course, is to provide them drinks, but also stories and rumors and quests, which are pretty cool. So like you get rumors from individuals and you're able to piece them together and eventually make that a quest to give to people to do, because it's kind of in a fantasy setting, and you meet fantasy creatures and are able to aid them along their quests by giving them certain stat bonuses via the drinks you give them, which I think is pretty cool. Mhm. But yeah, my favorite character is Fable. Fable is a like an elf that is just too scared to take the first step on their mission to become special, or what have you, have their own adventure, as they put it. Want to be special. So far, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, Fable definitely is my favorite. Very, very adorables. I very much agree with the character. I vibe with it. That is me. That is indeed me. I am elf. I don't know if I'm actually an elf, IRL. If you were a fantasy creature, what fantasy creature do you think you'd be? Because I don't know if I'd be an elf. Like, if I were, like, isekai in, like, the World of Warcraft world, like, what would I be? Worgen? Maybe? That'd be cool. Like a void elf or something? I don't know. I never played past BFA, so I don't know about any of these different kinds of races, though I think there were ones at that point. I just don't work for them. Like Cold Tyran or something. I really don't like this line at all. I say we just give her the hands. Then I don't have to draw them. Nice thick line, thick hand. Get another. Okay. Let me try erasing this line and trying again. There we go. But yeah, I think it'd be like a Worgen or something. That'd be really cool. Be like a wolf boy. You know, my persona finally realized. I don't know. I mean, I'm implying that like I'd be Alliance. Who knows what I'd be? Maybe I'd be Horde. You know, I always played Alliance back when I was playing the ye olde World of Warcraft. But who knows? Okay. There we go. what we're gonna do is right here, we're gonna grab this because I already see it. See in my mind's eye what the problem is here. Let's compare it to what this one looks like, okay? Shall we? So this was the original, and this was the copy. Honestly, not bad, and it's already looking better than it was the original. Again, doesn't look too great, mostly because of the knuckles. Knuckles are hard, so I'm glad I figured this out prior. Having the skeleton here actually kind of helps, doesn't it? Yeah. There we go. Not bad, right? I think it went okay. Alright, yeah, but I think now would be a good time to go ahead and call it. Because as much as I'd like to continue with these other ones, I'm thinking I need a lot more practice. And I'm thinking I want to do that off screen just so I can full attention it, not have to worry about other things. And also I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the pizza. 3 pizzas. I mean, it was 2 pizzas and like some cheese sticks. With 2 people, I think we're gonna go comatose. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And again, you know, we'll probably end up eating it over a couple of days, so that works out. So, other things I wanted to talk about. We will be playing On Guard on Friday. I will try to get this stuff together, the anatomy stuff, and see about what I can do about that. I've got something I'm trying to make for my friend currently. But that D&D stuff, I'm going to get back on top of it. And honestly, it's part of the reason why I want to end the stream a little bit early tonight. Because I want to rock out to music for a minute, vibe out, and then get back to fixing up some things on there. Finally finish up foo-foo stuff and start making some other people. Because, I mean, more and more people keep rising up through the ranks. I'm starting to see them, and I got to start getting my art better and continue doing that stuff. So, normally would have ran to 9, but I want to get this stuff on the road and get it all good. I'm feeling I'm getting close to getting in the groove. Getting close. So again, I know this one's a little shorter than usual. We're going to start at 7 next time. I'm going to get some stuff to help prevent me from crashing Sugar Crash. It happened 2 times ago. Happened again. But anyway. My name is Delian. I hope to see you Friday. And even if things don't come are planned out as well as they should be, hopefully you can still come together and make something okay. But I'm definitely going to look up some of this how-to online. And I don't want to like sit here and like be like watching a YouTube video while doing this stuff, because I feel like that just wouldn't go out great. So I'm going to go ahead and look up that stuff, and I will see what I can do. Until next time, name's Delian. See you later. Bye.